Right guys, today we are at Border Village in South Australia.
Yes.
And we're going to attack the old
highway from Border Village to
the Nullarbor.
The Nullarbor Roadhouse. Okay,
and on the way we've got some points of interest, we've got some caves, we've got some water tanks to see, and we're going to go through Canaldo. I think it's called Canaldo Station.
You love pronouncing these names.
I know, it's crazy, but anyway, I think I got that one right. We went there a couple of years ago, but we're going to do it this time. We're going to do the older highway, and hopefully we'll do a round trip and we'll come back on the tar. So we've got about a 420k loop back to Border Village.
All right, let's get going, babe.
Start.
This day started.
Okay, so we are at Border Town. Sorry, Border Village. Look at that big boxing kangaroo with the Vegemite on there. Alright, so we are at the Western Australian South Australian border, which is just here. Look, that's the control area, and we are going to find our way onto the old Eyre highway. So let's go across the road and get started. Now, okay, so as soon as you leave Border Village, the truck stop across the road basically leads straight onto the old Eyre highway. We're on it now. Alright, so we've got about 220 k's of this. Hopefully we'll be able to see some bits and pieces along the way. There is. Yeah, let me know when. Oh shit, I nearly went down then. Yep. Sorry. No, you're right, it's just that we're riding on the ridge instead of in the rut.
Living the moment till I die, and I'm gonna chase it, and I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we
Quite well behaved.
I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try. Fire in the veins, I fight to gain, breaking all the rules to keep me sane.
Yep, Bundabini blowhole. Righto, so we're about, what are we, 28 kilometres from Border Village, and this is what people you're looking for. This is a blowhole, so there's a massive cave underneath the ground, and the air rushes up. Oh my god, I hope you can hear that, guys. Listen to that. It's incredible sound. Stick your head in there, darling, and have a listen to that. And please don't fall in. Have a look at that one. Oh, look at your hair sucking in there. Blowing in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sucking in.
Sucking in into the earth.
It's so far down there.
Oh my god, it's a big hole. Wow, so points of interest on the old Eyre highway. There's heaps to see. So people think the Nullarbor is pretty boring, but get on the old Eyre highway, there's lots to see. I'm going to stick my head in there myself.
Got no home and got no name.
pretty sure these caves are up this way. Must be in there. We're on a discovery tour on this one. So this is a cave. Now I tried to pronounce it a minute ago, and we won't even try. It'd be easier not to. Anyway, I'll write it down. You'll see what the name is, and you'll see why I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Righto, let's go and have a gander. There's so much interesting stuff on this old air highway. And this is just another one. So the other one was a blowhole. Supposedly this is a cave. There's one hole there. There's another one over this side. Geez, there's no way down there. Someone's tried with sticks to crawl down there, and it won't be me. Not in riding gear anyway. For the more adventurous. They're too deep. Yeah, there's 3 here. Need a rope really to get down there. Yep. Couple of caravans up here. Put some petrol in. Over here. We get some fuel. It's going to pull up at the Bowsers. Cheep. Come up here and I'll fill you up. Not bad. She needs a bit of maintenance, but other than that, nothing too bad.
So I'm at Canalda Station, which ran from 1938 to 1988. It was the most western pastoral property in South Australia, and it was also a service point for travellers on the old air highway. There's a lot of old wrecks here of cars that broke down. Look at this beauty over here. She was my first little car, a little Mini.
And I'm gonna chase it.
So a couple of years ago, 2 years ago actually, me and Joe came out here on a little trip around Oz on bikes, and we looked everywhere for a blowhole, and we couldn't find it, could we?
No.
There was no signage, no signage. Look at this. Someone actually wrote blow. So, so we finally found the blowhole. There she is.
And what we're told about blowholes, they blow and suck.
Yeah, so they blow and suck, depending on the atmosphere. So if it's a high pressure system right over the top, it sucks it into the hole. And if it's a low pressure system, it'll blow. The pressure will come back up, so it'll blow. So we'll just see what this one does actually. So this one's blown out. Yep. So this one, the air pressure's blown out. You know, and probably 50k back there, we had one that was sucking in. So we'll just give you a look at this with Joe's, with a hair actually. So one blew in, sucked in, and I think this one's blowing out. Yeah, there she is. Look at her. Hair's blowing out. So amazing stuff on this.
Beautiful tool.
This the old air highway at Canalda station, which is where we're at now. Look at that. Worth coming out here, guys. Hope we've inspired you guys to get out here and check out the old air highway.
I'm gonna chase it, and I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try. And I'm gonna chase it, and I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we
Yeah, don't get many hills and corners on this road, but there's a couple coming up. It's a bit bonier through there, isn't it? There is a car there. I wonder what sort it is. Just some old school tanks. Yep. All right, so we're about. There's a big roadway that runs way up that way to the left. We got about. I think we got about 29 k's left from here. All right, so we'll keep poking away. Well, there's the roadhouse in front, darling. Nullarbor roadhouse. Yep. Well done. Another awesome trip. Couple hundred k's of some very tricky road conditions. I guess we could say that, couldn't we? Well, there's the Nullarbor. That's the new highway, and we are on the old. Look at this. I'm nearly running parallel into Nullarbor Roadhouse. They're doing it a bit easier than we are. Gotta watch these slippery bits here. Yep. Right on, right her in. Yip-yoo! End of the Eyre Highway, Old Eyre Highway. We're in Nullarbor Roadhouse. Fuel and food. Oh yeah.
Food? You say food? I'm so hungry.
Joe's just filling up from the old Bowser at the Nullarbor. Righto, Old Eyre Highway done. Woo! Go Don. Righto. Yep. Righto. Border Village, here we come.
Living the moment till I die. And I'm gonna chase it. And I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try. And I'm gonna chase it. And I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how hard we try. Fire in the veins, I fight to gain. Breaking all the rules to keep me sane.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. Right. We're not doing that again. Do you understand?
We just got back into Border Village and we've been riding for what, an hour and 20 minutes in the dark?
Yeah.
Pretty scary.
It was very scary. I didn't like it at all.
Anyway, big day. It's fun, wasn't it?
It was fun until that last bit.
This is what you do when you go on the Old Eyre Highway and give yourself like 6 hours and it takes you 10.
Yeah. Mad. Bye, guys.
Bye. Hi guys, welcome back. We're just doing a little bit of a review while I'm having breakfast here on our ride that we had yesterday between Border Village and the Nullarbor. So, a couple of things, probably a few mistakes were made. Didn't allow enough time. Probably should have stayed at just done it one way instead of trying to do a 400k round trip. A couple of things that were against us. We got here, we started off a bit late, so we headed out about 10 o'clock. And in hindsight, probably should have just left out here at 10 and rode all the way to Nullarbor and then probably stayed the night, which we got in there about 5. There's lots to see along the Nullarbor and we only got to see part of it. Like we went to Canalda station and we never even got to see the caves. Went to a few caves, went to some old water tanks, went and seen some blowholes. But to give it justice, it took us all day and we probably could have left early and did it one way, even though it's only 200k. The other thing was, it had been raining for the last few days and yesterday was a clear day. The track is actually really cool. It's a really good road, hard based, but there's a lot of loose sediment and when it rained it turns into like slop, super slippery, so you couldn't really go flat out across there, so we'd only sing on between 50 and 60 kilometers an hour when we're riding, and then you'd have to pull up for mud holes, and I nearly went arse up a couple of times. Joe held it all together, but what happened was we got in to Nullarbor at about, I don't know, 5 o'clock. Then we hadn't had much to eat during the day because we're trying to sightsee and everything, so we had a bit of lunch and then we started riding back. The sun was setting, so we rode for the last hour, or the last 2 hours. The first hour the sun was directly in our eyes because we're going west, and then we had to ride in the dark. V-doubles, kangaroos, you know, like there's a lot of wildlife out there. Luckily we didn't see any last night, but we had to back the speed off. So in hindsight, maybe just do it one way, or if you're going to do it both ways, leave really early. But if you want to see all the sights, do it one way. And the other thing is, you probably have an option of which way to go. We had no option yesterday but to go from Border Village back to Nullarbor. So left a bit later, sun's up a bit, it's not in your eyes, and then we had a beautiful ride into the Nullarbor station. If you go the other way and you travel west, you want to leave early so the sun's in your back, so that when you're coming out of the old air highway in the dust and on the road, on the rocks, and if it's wet, you haven't got the sun like in your eyes, because that was pretty tough riding. Anyway, food for thought. Hope you enjoyed that episode. Like and subscribe, guys. Got plenty more coming on our trip on the long lap. Bye for now.